All eyes on Doge. Big run up to the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up to the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.60. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Hey everybody, Kriss here on a Friday. How's everybody doing? Holding on, right? We're holding on. What is going on a Friday? We get this huge crypto bill being signed by the President of the United States. And crypto goes down. That is the state of crypto today. Crypto shoots up on hype, and then we get real crypto framework legislation. I mean, look where Bitcoin is. Down. And it's just like, yeah, right, John, sell the news, right? Sell the news. And of course, as I've said, it's not really a crypto bill. It has nothing to do with cryptocurrency. Even though like Brian Armstrong was there and Vlad Tenev was there and we had the Winklevoss twins there and the guy from Kraken and the other guy from, I don't know, I mean, they were all there for the signing of the bill. And it was a big nothing burger. It's Trump just droned on and on and on and on and on, thanking like half of the House of Representatives. But that didn't stop all these other YouTubers from broadcasting it live. What a waste of time that was. So it's best if you come here afterwards, right? And you just get the summary and we can talk about a bunch of other stuff, which are much more important, like Valentine. Who is Valentine? And number two, we are having a Dogecoin giveaway. Yes, a Dogecoin giveaway here live on KrissPax Live, thanks to an anonymous donor. An anonymous donor for a crypto Dogecoin giveaway. So we will be doing that in just a little bit. Let me get down here in the corner and look what is on the Dogecoin chart. It's a rocket ship. We got a rocket ship. Rocket ship. Yep. So what does that mean? That means this weekend, guys, this is just a little pullback. Just a little pullback. Ramon's in the house. How are you? Do I give Ramon credit for 25 cents? Do I give him credit for 25 cents, even though we're now at 23.3? I didn't put the 25-cent line on my chart. Instead, I put it up here at 25.4, which is where Dogecoin hit this morning. On its run up, that was resistance. It wasn't 25. It wasn't 26. No, it was 25.4. 25.4. And so what does that mean? We go on the 4-hour chart and we're like 25.4. So there it is on the 4-hour chart right there. See, on the 4-hour chart, the bodies of these candles are only at 24 cents. And the wick that goes up to 25.4 is just a wick. There's no body. Ramon, there's no body up there. There's no body. I know, I'm kidding. However, if we go back and we look at this date right here on May 22nd, 25.4 is exactly the price that Dogecoin hit before starting the move down. 25.4. So 25.4 was hit this morning. That's why the rocket ship is now on the chart, because We need to get back up to 25.4 and then rocket higher. That is what we're going to be looking for, is that move right there. Meanwhile, Bitcoin had its fun up here at 123, and now it just doesn't really want to do much. So Bitcoin is resting right here between 117, 118, 119, just resting right in this zone. While everything else seems to be moving up. ETH came up to 3,600. We had Solana actually touched 184. We had Litecoin. Yes, Litecoin came up over $110. And then, of course, our Ethereum Classic. Wow. Ethereum Classic came up to almost $25. Looks like it hit $25. Huge run for Ethereum Classic. We will look at a lot of these in more detail in a little bit. But I got to get to the news first. Again, for those just coming in, welcome. I'm Kriss, KrissPax Live. We talk a lot about Dogecoin, but we always put it in the context of what's going on in crypto, Bitcoin, ETH, alts, and other memes as well. Bonk, Pengu, right, are fading back. Those were the darlings, right, of last week or earlier this week. And next week, it'll be something else. And I will hear from you in the chat, oh, welcome Dogecoin isn't doing as good as blah, blah, blah meme token. When last week, that meme token sucked and Dogecoin was doing well. Happens all the time. I get it. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. But hey, you know what? Grok knows who I am. Yes, Grok knows who I am because Pennybags asked, who are your top 25 mutual X accounts? And I'm number 10 right there at KrissPax. Grok knows who I am. Was it because I was playing with Annie? Was that what it was? It was I was playing with Annie, and now Grok says, that guy. Yeah. I like that guy. But yeah, I mean, that was the big news for me, right? Grok knows who I am. I'm like, okay, I got it. Grok knows who I am. I'm right above the House of Doge. I'm better than the House of Doge for Mr. Pennybags here. So that's pretty cool. What's going on today? Trump officially signs the Genius Act. It just happened about half an hour ago. During the ceremony, President Trump joked that the Genius Act must have been named after him. He is Trump after all. He thanked Coinbase, Kraken, Circle, Tether, Visa, Robinhood, Gemini, right? All of these things. And it says, crypto just got the presidential seal of approval. And he did say some very good things about crypto, but that's not really what the bill was about. No, the Genius Act. It's a game changer for U.S. stablecoins. Yes, Alva app, the Alva AI app gets it right. The Genius Act is a game changer for U.S. stablecoins. As I've been saying, it wasn't crypto week this week. It was stablecoin week. So companies like Circle, Coinbase, and Visa can now go all in on-chain payments for what? Not for Dogecoin. No, for stablecoins. And that's what's taken over, guys. That's what's taken over. It's stablecoin city here in the USA. It is not cryptocurrency. It's dollar-backed stablecoins. That's what it is. So we start there, but we're going to have some fun thing. I mean, what's next, right? We got the Clarity Act. Awesome. That's going to be like between the SEC and the CFTC, like who owns what. And then we've got the anti-CBDC bill, right? No CBDCs, right? We got to make sure that that's done. The government's got to say, at least we're not going to have a central bank digital currency. But this potentially is the big one. And that would be Trump to declare 0% tax on crypto payments. And right now they're talking about like a $600 number, up to $600. If you used cryptocurrency to pay for something, then you don't have to pay a capital gains tax on that crypto. That would be huge for Dogecoin, because that's exactly what Dogecoin is used for, small dollar transactions. That will be huge. Of course, Crypto Rover says on all Bitcoin and crypto payments, and it doesn't say Bitcoin anywhere in it. No one's talking about Bitcoin, but the Bitcoin maxis are, and all those talk about Bitcoin. No, this thing, if this does happen, 0% tax on crypto payments in the US, that will be bullish for Dogecoin. Imagine having the buying power of the Dogecoin that you bought back at 2 cents or 5 cents or whatever, right? And then you don't have to pay tax on the gains in that crypto you use to make a transaction. That's what I want to see. I want that. That will make Dogecoin spike. What else is going on? We got a lot going on today, guys. We got a lot going on. We've got Robinhood CEO Vlad Tenev saying crypto and AI will shape the future of every industry. That's right. I mean, this is, listen to what Vlad has to say here.
I think it shows that this country is ready to take the lead globally with digital assets, and it should be in the lead. Digital assets, along with artificial intelligence, are the two frontier technologies that are not just going to shape the future of the financial industry, but the future of every industry. So,
yes, we are early, guys. We are early in this whole digital asset thing. You guys being here today, we're early. Oh, I missed out on Bitcoin. It's already up over 100. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You didn't miss out. It's all going higher. We are early. We are early. So, what's going on with crypto? The cycle has been mostly about Bitcoin so far over the past 3 years, right? 2022 on the pullback, alts, even Doge dropped at a much higher percentage than Bitcoin dropped. And then on the turnaround into 2023, 2024, and into at least mid-June 2025, it was all about Bitcoin. Even though Bitcoin smashed new all-time highs, alts continued to bleed, but that's changing now. Bitcoin dominance is rapidly decreasing. The altcoin index is picking up. That's right. 7 out of 10 coins have outperformed Bitcoin in the last 7 days, including Dogecoin. ETH ETFs are selling billions of dollars in inflows. Things are about to get insane here because we have the altcoin season index. Right now, it's in the middle. We're not in Bitcoin season anymore. We're not fully in altcoin season yet, but the trend is picking up towards altcoin season. That is what is happening. The coin of the day, according to Oriole Insights, is Dogecoin. Coin of the day! Woohoo! The coin of the day is Dogecoin.
All eyes on Doge. Big run up to the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up. To the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.69. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Yes. Coin of the day, Dogecoin. Mr. T is so right. We aren't dumping. If you're new, this is how Doge moves. To some of you, I know it's frustrating, right? What do we have in this pullback for? Why doesn't it just keep going up? This is how Doge moves. For those that weren't here earlier, I do have a rocket ship on my Dogecoin chart now. Yes, we're past the magnet stage. Magnet worked. Magnet worked. We are now looking at the rocket ship. And the rocket ship needs to get us past 25.4. 25.4 was the top on Dogecoin this morning before being rejected. This is a 4-hour chart all the way back to 24 cents, which is where the bodies of these 4-hour candles are. And so everything up to 25.4 was just a wick, just wicks. So we need this to loop back around, retake 24, and move up higher. Coin of the day is Dogecoin. So the token sentiment, 59% bullish. The fear and greed index is in greed, and the coin price 24 cents at the time, and with a plus 12% change at the time, market cap $36 billion, 24-hour volume over $18 billion in trading. That's right. Oh, we'll get to that in a minute. Tim Stebbing was on a call today with one of the biggest exchanges, and they said that Dogecoin was their second most traded asset, is Dogecoin. Probably Bitcoin number one, Doge number two. Most traded asset, Dogecoin. And we say, right, well, Dogecoin's it's 8th largest by market cap. I know, but we could get back up to number 4. And somebody believes that we should be even higher than that. If you remember from a few years ago, when Vitalik was talking to Lex Friedman, he said this.
Yeah, Bitcoin number 1, Dogecoin number, come on, it deserves to be number 3, and then or number 2, and then Ethereum can be whatever that other number is. If Ethereum only becomes
so Dogecoin should be number 2, Vitalik said. Now, that was a time when he was like, ETH was just starting its transition into proof of stake. He wanted Doge to also transition to proof of stake. And so there could be this bridge between ETH and Doge would be like, the currency, while ETH is the smart contracts. And that didn't happen. But at the time, he was saying, Vitalik was saying, like, Bitcoin, ETH, and Doge. They're the top 3. Nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. What else is going to be big? How about U.S. retirement accounts? This is another thing Trump is doing. He is set to sign an executive order opening up 401k retirement accounts to crypto investments. So that means you would be able to buy Dogecoin in your 401k. Just straight out Doge. And of course, in a retirement account, your profits aren't taxed. Your profits are not taxed. And whether it's a Roth IRA or a regular IRA, you're either taxed up front on the amount you put in, or you're taxed on it when you pull it out, but you're just taxed at your regular, whatever they call salary, but you don't have to pay capital gains tax on the gains within the retirement account. So Charlotte's got the crown. Charlotte coming in with the £4.99 super chat to grab the #1 crown. You go, girl. You go, girl. And so it begins. Meanwhile, look, Tesla's Hollywood Diner is opening up. That's right. The Tesla Diner is opening up. Elon confirms you'll be able to order food at Tesla's new Hollywood Diner directly from the screen inside your Tesla. The audio of the movies and videos playing on the LED screens will also sync and play from the speakers inside your Tesla. So what about that Dogecoin payment option that Elon promised us, that you'd be able to pay with Doge? That's coming, guys. That is coming. What else? What else? How about this? The Donald Trump Jr. backed Thumbs Up Media approves $250 million for a treasury. And it's not going to be just one crypto. No, it's going to be Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, and Dogecoin. That's right. Dogecoin. More Dogecoin going into a corporation's treasury is Dogecoin. Look, what happens to Doge? What happens to Doge? 4-year cycles. Again, 2017 had a big double run. 2021 had a big double run. 25 really only had the 2024 run, and then the pullback. We're waiting for the second run that is coming for Dogecoin. Is Dogecoin above $1 imminent? From the dip that we had down at 13 cents, he's got a target of $1.88. That $1.88 is actually very close to my price prediction if Dogecoin gets integrated onto X payments. And he's like, forget it's just what the chart says. So we shall see. Our friends at Motley Fool say, which cryptocurrency will double faster? XRP or Dogecoin? Well, you know which one Motley Fool's going to pick, right? You know what they're going to pick. However, crypto investors face a choice today between chasing fickle investor sentiment that leads to a surge in Dogecoin or the steady progress of building real use cases for XRP. So they already set themselves up before they even talk about it. It's just like fickle investor sentiment in Doge or steady progress of building real use cases for XRP. The Motley Fool just can't help themselves. But hey, look, we've got XRP, right? All-time high, $3.66. It's pulled back to $3.39. But this is the thing, right? Which is going to double first? Is it going to be XRP to $7 or Dogecoin to 45 cents? Which is going to happen first? Well, of course it's going to be Doge. Of Of course it's going to be Doge. I think it's funny that on this morning's video here that I made, Dogecoin set for...
Everybody, Kriss here.
Whoops. Dogecoin set for liftoff here. And if you look at the comments here, because I said in this video, when people are still like brainwashed about XRP going to $100, and it's like, you know, and what did this guy say? Hold on just a second. Gotta find it. Oh, XRP hasn't even started yet. That this guy said. This guy says XRP to $36 by the end of the year. $36. It's like, okay. And then, where's the guy with the $100 XRP? Ah, here it is. Kriss, before you do a little vid on XRP, do some research about that $100 potential. You don't have to laugh at $100. It's very possible. XRP doesn't need a market cap to do so. Thanks. And it's like, man, that guy has drunk the Kool-Aid of XRP. $100. $100 XRP. And I'm just like, dude. Well, if that's the case, XRP will double faster because it's going to $100. Meanwhile, Elon, well, meet Valentine. We talked to Annie yesterday. This is Valentine. And so now we've got Valentine. It's like, wait, Annie? Valentine? What? What's going on here with Grok, companions, AI? It's like, oh my God. No, Ryan, the guy doesn't understand crypto at all. $100 is completely ridiculous for XRP. $1,000 XRP. What, Craig? 1,000? God. Crazy. Crazy. Anyway, XRP is like just retreating. Sound says Dogecoin is a dumpster fire. Actually, it's up 4.5% today. It's still in the green on the daily. We go to the daily chart, dude, where XRP has this big, fat, red candle on the day, and Dogecoin's is green. So what are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about? Dogecoin is outperforming almost the entire crypto space today. Dumpster fire. You don't get it, dude. You don't get it. And with that, we look at the Doge Bitcoin trading pair, and it's a big green candle. We were over 20 earlier this morning. Now we're at about 19.5, but still, what is the momentum? The momentum is up. Doge versus Bitcoin. But Doge itself in the green on the day, fourth day in a row. That doesn't look like a dumpster fire to me, dude. So zoom out. Look at the bigger picture, right, of what's going on. That's all you need to do. We are still seeing higher lows with Doge. So, yeah, Bonk is selling off just like all the other memes. Had a huge run, and now it's selling off. So, if you believe, Miriam, if you believe in what Bonk could do, this is a dip. Big red candle, right? Big red candle. And then we look at Pengu and we go, what's Pengu doing? Not as drastic of a pullback, but still pulling back. It's right around our 3-cent line right now with Pengu. It's dipped below a few times. For those interested in Pengu, but even like Floki, right, which we were looking at, Floki's been up and down. Today, it's actually still in the green. It was up quite a bit earlier today and is pulling back on Floki. And what was the other one? What was the other one I wanted to look at? Yeah, Fartcoin. Yeah, Fartcoin. Just like Bonk. 2 big red candles on Fartcoin, pulling back. And we could even look at like SPX. 2 big red candles pulling back. So, yeah, Pump as well. Pump. Again, Pump had its awesome like start, came up, and there's big selling of the airdropped Pump tokens going on right now. So it's dipping right below 0.004 now for Pump. Doge doesn't look like a dumpster fire to me. Doesn't look like a dumpster fire. I'm just saying. I hate to use facts. I really do. But the facts do matter. Both in terms of Doge being called a dumpster fire and XRP going to $100 or $1,000. The facts do matter, actually. So, so Doge is at 22.7 now. Our magnet over here helped pull it up, but it's arching back down for a dip. And we will see where it goes. Yeah, the swing trading's pretty tough right now, Ramon. Pretty tough right now. I'm just holding what I've got now, is what I'm doing. I'm just holding through this. We got a long ways to go. We still have 2 weeks left in July. We got August and September to roll through, and then the fall. And it's just like, I'm done playing games. Now it's just going to be, let's go, right? Shuffling the deck. Yeah. Yep, shuffling the deck. Alternative facts. That's when you're like on drugs or something, right? It's like, don't let the facts get in the way of what you think might happen. Right? Don't let the facts get in the way. Drinks around the house. We will be having a Dogecoin giveaway in just a little bit, guys. Dogecoin giveaway today on KrissPax Live. So stay tuned for that. Amir, you're going to have to scroll back to the beginning and watch from the beginning, okay? And that's just a stupid comment. I mean, Khan, yesterday you were saying some really good things, and then you come in with this shit. It's like, I don't have the patience. Let's be real, okay? Everything else is red today, and Dogecoin is still in the green today, outperforming almost every other crypto. And you say that crap. It's like, dude, 4 consecutive green candles. No other crypto has 4 consecutive green candles this week. Okay? Open your eyes, look at the charts, see what's going on. Just because it didn't hold 25.4, but nothing held. Hey, there's the cat. Charlotte, your cat's here. Hey, buddy. Oh, you want to say hi to the chat? Hey, no. Just doing his thing. Every time Trump does something, crypto dumps. Every time. That's just the way it is. It's my next target point, $1. Let's see if we can get over 25.4. Just 25.4, dude. 25.4. You've got sell orders in for big green candles. Good luck. Nothing wrong with taking profits. 69, Ramon. Con. Let's be real now. I can't tell you when to buy, Miriam. You have to decide. I can't tell you. Green. Yeah, Doge is in the green on the day. Still up. Almost 5% on the day. Despite almost everything else being in the red. Except for Ethereum in the green. We've got VeChain in the green. We've got ETH Classic. ETH Classic just looking so good. That's the other one that is showing multiple green candles in a row is ETH Classic going on a big run. But even it's pulling back. So Doge is okay. Yeah, XRP pulling back. Red candle, while Doge has a green candle today. Pax Cat in the house. It's a glitch from the Matrix. Is it a good time to buy more? Armando? I mean, let's zoom in here. Let's look at the 5-minute chart. And that's a pretty nice looking little dip right there. But hey, I can't tell you what to do. Could it dip more? Maybe. What's crypto going to do this weekend? I don't know. But if you're looking to buy more Doge, it's better to buy in the 22s than the 24s. So there's that. Again, I'm all zoomed in onto a 5-minute chart here. But look at Bitcoin. Same thing. All the way down. Bitcoin just dipped below 117 here. Taking out long leverage. I don't have the pinger on today. We're not talking about leverage and wiping out leverage. That's going on. So Bitcoin is down 2% on the day. Dogecoin is up 4% on the day. And you're like, Dogecoin is a dumpster fire. And I'm like, oh. Right, exactly. Stop crying and buy more when it dips. Exactly. I just went through all these stories here, from the Genius Act to possible 0% tax on all crypto payments, to how we are so early in crypto and AI shaping the future of every industry, to the rotation from Bitcoin to altcoins is going on. Dogecoin of the day. Dogecoin deserves to be number 3 or number 2. Dogecoin is the second most traded asset on one of the biggest exchanges. We've got US retirement accounts. Trump is going to sign an executive order. So you can have Dogecoin in a 401k plan and let it grow tax-free to the Tesla diner in LA is opening, and Elon said it will accept Dogecoin. I mean, we've got all these things going on. We've got Donald Trump Jr. backed thumbs up, approving $250 million to start a crypto treasury, which will include Dogecoin. And I'm just, how can you be negative on Dogecoin? Look at the chart. Look at what is happening. The negative people keep us real. If you have any dry powder on the side, today is a good day. Yep. Doge is going to hit 22. Maybe. It's holding 22.7 right now. Right, zombie? Doge went from 25.4 to 22.7. A pullback. Happens all the time. Trading isn't just a one-way elevator up. Remember in 2021 when Doge went from 8 cents to 42 cents? Remember that? 8 cents to 42 cents, and it pulled all the way back to 16 from 42. What a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. And then it turned around and it went to 73. So will we pump past 25, 27? Well, 27 won't be the roof. I don't think so. Con, be careful, dude. Don't think you've been in the game long. Do you know who you're talking to? Ramon's a good guy. You, however, my friend, you know how crypto works, right, Con? You're new to crypto? You sound like you're new to crypto. Next resistance is back up at 25.4, evergreen. Like I just showed, 25.4, same place we were back here on May 23rd. 25.4, that's the red line. Johnny unloaded some Doge at 25 cents. Not a great profit margin, but figured I'd bounce back down. I know, Euro. Why are people freaking out? That's just because that's what people do. Like this guy, no green. I don't know. I see a big green candle today on my chart. I don't know what chart you're looking at. I see a green candle. Up 5% on the day. I mean, zoom out and just take a look, dude. Do you know how Dogecoin trades? Have you ever watched the charts with Dogecoin? It goes on a big run, it pulls back. It goes on another big run, it pulls back. It goes on a big run, it pulls back. Every frickin' time. And 2021 was the ultimate. 8 to 42, down to 16, up to 73. Go look at the charts. Do your research. It's Doge. Wow. Yeah, on the last 24 hours, it's green. Call a day, dude. Whatever. If you want to be so negative, dude, just sell everything and get out. The negativity is incredible on what's good trading. Wow. Sure, dead man. Some can be confused, but look at my charts. I'm doing my charts. My analysis on my charts, not this stupid Robinhood crap. My charts. Con, even DW is not overly positive. He's been around here a long time too, and we go with the flow, ups and downs, ups and downs. But right now, we are in a bull cycle. It is a bull cycle. It has been a bull cycle, and it continues to be a bull cycle. So you can sell all your crypto and go away. See ya. Swing trading's hard, Kriss, right? Hodl and buy from now on. Swing trading is hard. You might catch it once or twice, but you might miss it too. Trump's talking again. Well, that means prices are going to go down. Oh. Yeah, normal profit taking. People know how Doge trades. Doge goes up big. It always has a retrace, like I just showed. Always has a retrace. We did it right here last Friday. Same thing happened. Doge traded all the way up to 21.3 and then went back below 20 cents. The same thing happened 1 week ago today. And here we are again. And then what did it do? Went sideways over the weekend and then exploded up this week. What's to say that's not going to happen again? Exactly. It will be back up by 1 a.m. Maybe dumpster fire actually means something good. Christian, just holding your Doge, no more swinging. So many people miss out on Doge. They end up losing Doge when they swing trade. I'm guilty of it too. Last time. And I was like, oh, that's it. Not swing trading this anymore. XGen slowly, right? Taking profits from Doge and putting it into Bitcoin. Your goal to have a whole coin just on profits alone. That's a good goal. It'll take you a long time to get there, 3,000 a pop, but I like the idea. And again, my theory was, and I posted this again on X, was that back here on June 22nd, when I posted that if you wanted Bitcoin, you don't buy Bitcoin. At the end of June, you don't buy Bitcoin down here. You buy Doge. And then when the Doge Bitcoin trading pair goes up, then you swap your Doge for Bitcoin and you'll end up with more Bitcoin. And it's playing out exactly as I predicted. Mimi music. That's a good point. The people knocking Doge are the ones that are regretting not stacking more, or they bought at the top and their portfolio on Doge is in the red. And so instead of blaming themselves, they want to blame everybody else and just come in here and be a troll because they don't feel good. And it's just like, okay. A company will raise $500 million to buy Doge, and these guys are crying about a 3% dip. Yeah, that is true too. That's a good point. And all those other things I just went over that are all positive. And it's like, they're not going to make it. They're not going to make it. Exactly. What? NGMI. Yes, Doug. And good for the Trump family to have some Doge. That's right. Don Jr. with his thumbs up company is going to hold Dogecoin. The Tesla restaurant is going to open up at the end of this month or early August. All I need is for Elon to say it accepts Dogecoin. That's all I need. Accepts Dogecoin. He said it would accept Doge. He said that a year ago when the thing was being planned. Now here it is. Will XRP go up? Yes. XRP will go up again. I have no doubt XRP is going to go up again, and it's going to hit new all-time highs. Personally, I just don't like the project. But it will, and you can make money on it. I just don't like it. This is an unusual bump for Doge in the summer months. Exactly, Goose. I did not predict this for July. And someone else was making some comment like stupid Kriss only predicted 17-cent Doge for July. And I'm like, yep, that's right. Nobody predicted this for July for Dogecoin. Nobody. Con, people are taking profits. No, most of them are swing trading because they know how Doge trades. They want to accumulate more Doge at a lower price. They're not taking profits to then cash out, right? They're taking profits really to buy more in at a lower price or rotating into something else. I know, Charlotte. Do people know how trading works? And that was the bounce. Yep, we can zoom in and we can see that was the bounce down there, 22.7. Now we're up to 23.2, moving back up. Again, it wasn't just Dogecoin that went down, guys. Look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin went down. Taking out leveraged longs. Do I have to show the heat map? Do I have to show the big liquidations that just happened? Because it happens every time. This was Bitcoin dropping down by the market makers to wipe out leveraged longs. It just happened. The entire crypto market went down with it. Everything went down with it. ETH, Algorand, Solana, Cardano, HBAR, and you're complaining about Doge. I'm just like, God. Unbelievable, some people. Bruce, Moodang, Popcat, and Litecoin. Interesting. There's an interesting little eclectic portfolio there. Ramon, you finished your swing trade? I'm going to ignore you because you're... Stick with the OG Doge, to the moon. That was the pullback, 22.7, Sergio. Dogeathon doesn't have any impact, Mohammed. No, it's just something that the Doge devs do with other coders to just help develop more things for Dogecoin. Zombie, some new coin called C. Good luck with it. Nine. If Dogecoin hits 69 cents by October, I will send you a Johnny Walker Blue. Cheers, Nine. We will be doing some celebrating. 69 cents. I will host a party at $1 here in Boston. I will pay for all the food. You guys have to buy your own drinks, though. I'm not paying for you to like get hammered. Oh, I know, right? Bunch of negativity in here, but up to 300, not bad. I know what'll get people excited. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, look at that. We got some Dogecoin to give away, guys. Dogecoin to give away. You guys know what to do. If you want to be entered to receive some Dogecoin, you need to type the word Dogecoin in the chat. We are giving away 3 lots of 33 Dogecoin each. You know, and the more we give away each time 33 Doge and the price is up higher, that's just more and more money we're giving away. Higher and higher prices. Okay, guys, for those that haven't been here for a Dogecoin giveaway before, here's how it works. The giveaway tool randomly selects somebody who types in the chosen word in the chat. And today it's Dogecoin. You have to type in Dogecoin with a capital D, Dogecoin. PaxCat the King is also in the running. God, if PaxCat wins the drawing, oh man, what are we going to do? Anyway. If you type Dogecoin in multiple times, doesn't matter. You only get 1 entry. So if you flood the chat with Dogecoin many, many times, you still only get 1 entry. Now, if you get selected, if your name comes up, here's what you need to do. You need to type in the chat that you recognize you got selected with a woohoo, yay, something like that. If you want to accept the Doge. Some people just enter for the fun of it. They like to see their name and say, hey, I won, but they can pass it on. And you can decide, hey, you won the drawing, but you don't really want the Dogecoin. You would rather pass it on to somebody else. And so you type that in the chat that you pass it on, and then we do another drawing. So give somebody else a chance. That's how it works. If your name is selected and you want to receive the Dogecoin, after the stream, you need to send me an email, and I will put the email address up on the screen. You send me an email, yes, old-fashioned email, but you got to do it. And you need to include in your email both your YouTube handle and your Dogecoin wallet address, because I got to know where to send the Doge, right? And then tonight I will send 33 Dogecoin to each of 3 winners, but you have to send me an email. Your Dogecoin wallet address must begin with the letter D so that it is an actual on-chain real Dogecoin wallet and not one of those custom ones or OX ones, or that doesn't work. It needs to be a Dogecoin wallet beginning with the letter D. And if you don't have a Dogecoin wallet, I highly recommend just downloading the MyDoge app and creating a new one, and you can have your own Dogecoin wallet. So, Lucifer here just in time for the Dogecoin giveaway. No Kriss coin, no, Dogecoin. You put Dogecoin in the chat. All right. Are we ready? The cat. All right, let's go. We're going to do the first drawing. Of course, you know this is rigged. And hype, you know, you can type Dogecoin in 1 million times. You still only get 1 entry. So, totally rigged drawing. Here we go. First drawing. Who's going to get it? I already saw my name, so it's not me. The straight path. The straight path. This is our 51st giveaway. Oops. Giveaway 51 on July 18th. So, the straight path. Are you in the chat? Mohammed, don't put a wallet address in the chat. I will ban you if you do it again. Don't do it. We don't put wallets in the chat. Straight path. Enjoying the win, but passing it on. Guys, we have a passer. Congratulations, Straight Path, for the win. Straight Path is passing it on. Here we go. We are going to redraw the first of 3 drawings. Let's go. You don't have to type Dogecoin in the chat again. Giveaway tool remembers. Daniel Tran. Congratulations, Daniel. Yep, and I gave him a warning, and he's gone. So that was that. Yo, Daniel. Congratulations. All right. There's our first winner. Who, me? You just have to type Dogecoin in the chat and you will be entered. You will be entered. There you go. All right. Here we go. Drawing number 2. Can't be negative, who, me? You gotta be positive. You gotta be positive. It's like, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Challenge accepted. What? Challenge accepted. That sounds like something Charlotte would say. Challenge accepted, right? Like for the crowns, right? Sounds exactly like something you would say. No way. Yes way. Yes way, challenge. Congratulations. Congratulations. Love it. All right. Time for number 3. And again, the Dogecoin that was donated for this giveaway is anonymous. Yes, the person wanted to stay anonymous, just feeling good about good fortune, and said, Kriss, I want to give away this Dogecoin. So that's what we are doing from an anonymous giver. So that's the beauty of Doge, right? That's the beauty, right? It's just like doing only good every day. Isn't that awesome? Look at Dogecoin coming back up, 23.3, getting some green candles here during the giveaway. This is good. Got good vibes going for Dogecoin. And let's do drawing number 3. Let's go. Let's go. Lolabeck. Hey, Lolo man, how are you? There you go, dude. The winner. Hey, Donnie, welcome. Mr. Lolovec. Bus Destroyer, 53 spins and 0 wins. Actually, it's 51 giveaways, but that's a minimum of 3 giveaways per session. So that's over 150 spins. Not to make you feel worse, Bus Destroyer, but it's like over 150. No, Lolovec's a cool guy. Lolovec's cool. Not a bot. Just waiting for him to say, hey, Lolo. Lolovec's been following me for 4 years now. I never win. Well, hype, you might have a chance. There you go. Hey, Lolo. What's up? You're the winner. You just won some Doge. He's going to pass it on, guys. Lolovec, thank you very much. The chat thanks you. Another passer. Glad you're here, though. Congratulations on the win. Good to see you. And we are going to spin again for the third lot of 33 Dogecoin. Here we go again. Mr. Cullinan. Mr. Cullinan. Hey, mister. Congratulations. Passing it on as well, Mr. Cullinan. Doing only good every day as well. But you get the shout out. And we pass it on again. So another draw. Here we go. But you won. Congrats. Anthony T. Anthony T. Anthony, congratulations. Dogecoin going up in the background here. We got green candles coming back in. Yeah, Vince, it's the right Anthony. Who bought that Doge at 22 cents? Who bought on the dip? Ramon called the dip. Anthony, are you in the chat? Anthony just won 33 Dogecoin. But he only gets it if he types in the chat woohoo or yay or I accept. If he doesn't, we will pass it on for him. CJ, you might get a chance on the draw. Just type the word Dogecoin in the chat, and then you will be entered as well for one more draw. Nai wants to start the countdown. Anthony T. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Anthony, we are passing it on for you. You got to stick around in order to win. All right, here we go. Let's go. Yes, Monica, let's go. Ain't got all day here. Yeah, KP's in the house. How are you? Dylan K is the next winner. Dylan K. You need to let us know in the chat that you recognize that you won, because that's how it works here on KrissPax Live. You got to be here in order to win. Well, Romero, let's give him a chance. Let's give him a chance. Mr. Dylan, did you type the word Dogecoin on in the chat there, Ahmad? Not everybody's name shows up. It goes very fast. We got a lot of people entered here. It is very random. Dylan, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going to pass it on for Mr. Dylan. Here we go. We're drawing again. Who wins? Let's go. Oh, hype was so close. It's Donnie. Hey, Donnie. Just to show that it's not rigged. It's Donnie. Congrats, man. Totally rigged. Yeah. Donnie's shaking. He's like, oh, what do I do? Yeah, I think so too, Ramon. I saw him here just a bit ago. Donnie, sir. We'll probably pass it on, Humi. Probably pass it on. Knowing Donnie. Hey, hype, maybe typing Dogecoin so many times in the chat works against you. Did you ever think of that? I know, he was just here. Maybe an ad came up and he got booted again. He's like, damn. Yeah, he's driving, right? He's on the road driving and he's, wait a minute. Hey, there you are, Donnie. Must do good only every day and must pass it on, Donnie. Thank you. The chat kind of thought you would do that. But congratulations. Congratulations. Hey, we are going to have yet another draw. Let's go. Let's go. Maybe this time hype. Maybe. Let's see. Rodrigo. And you just typed in Dogecoin again too, but you won. But you won, Rodrigo. Pass it on, Rodrigo says. Let me check my Doge wallet. Yeah, I can only double it if the Doge is in my wallet. $99 Dogecoin has been given out. 99 Doge. Sorry, squeaky chair. Squeaky chair. I just had to grab my phone. I realized I just didn't have my phone sitting here with me. All right, we're going to redo it. I know. I just got some WD-40, Doug. I need to apply it. All right, we're drawing again. Here we go. Ahmed. Ahmed. Congratulations, Ahmed. Are you here? Let's see a woohoo or a yay in the chat. Yeah, good trade, Ramon. Up to 23.4 now. Is Ahmed in the chat? Ahmed Khalid. Yeah, how do so many people like enter a drawing and they don't stick around to see whether they win? I see that, Ahmad. Time's a ticking. A 5, a 4, a 3, a 2, a 1. We are going to pass it on for Ahmed. Congratulations on the win, but you weren't here. I got to pass it on. So we redraw again. Here we go. Let's go. Ryan, you were so close. Ron Gaff. Looks like a Cowboys fan. Hey, Ron. Congratulations. Ryan got hosed. Yeah. So close. So close. Hey, Ron, you're welcome. There we go. Okay, so for the winners, you need to send me an email to KrissCrypto@gmail.com. That's KrissKrypto, KrissCrypto@gmail.com. Send me an email, include your YouTube handle, because your YouTube handle is probably not the same as the name on your email address, and I need to make sure you are who you are. And you also need to include, written in the text of the email, copy and paste in your wallet address, your Dogecoin wallet address, so I know where to send the Dogecoin. Congratulations to all the winners. Thank you very much for our anonymous donor for today's Dogecoin giveaway. And with that, look at that, Dogecoin moving back up from the dip, while we're giving away Dogecoin. That was good vibes that were out there. I know, Tim, right? I specifically use that spreadsheet so people are reminded 2 years ago, you could have been buying Dogecoin at 6 cents. Just 2 years ago. I was buying Dogecoin at 6 cents 2 years ago. No hype. These giveaways don't help me at all. Dogecoin in, Dogecoin out. It's not my Doge. Not my Doge. Every once in a while, I do my own giveaways. This was an anonymous donor who wanted to spread the love of Dogecoin based on his or her profits. I just wanted it anonymous. So, yeah, in that spreadsheet of mine that I have here, I have all summed up on this portfolio here, where our Dogecoin average is 6.17 for the 75,000 Dogecoin that we bought, of which I gave away a lot of that. Our Bitcoin average is 26,900. Our XRP average is 58 cents. Our Jasmy average is 0.0036. We have Ethereum at 1640, Algorand at 10 cents, Sheeb at 0.00000083, $71 Litecoin. We did have $1.66 Stacks, but that was bought after we sold the Matic that was in there. We sold the Matic for a profit, but then that was going to transition to the Pull token. Coinbase wasn't going to support that, and we bought Stacks. Well, we're still down on that. That fell off the table this year. SWI, our average is $1.69, $1.69 on SWI, which is now at $3.80. Yes, hype. XRP is in this. I got 1,200 XRP tokens at 58 cents. So that's almost a 500% profit on XRP. Now, like I said, you can make money on XRP. I just don't like the project. Doesn't mean you can't make money on it, though. Yeah, I know. You're an XRP fan. I remember. I do remember. What was Pax Cat? What was the cat doing? Charlotte, what was the Pax Cat doing? You were loading up, Kriss. 6 to 7 cents. Nice. Nice. What is the support level for Bonk? That's a good question. I've not looked at that. Looks like 31.50 on the dip there. Let's see what that equates to. That's actually a pretty good price, 31.50. On the run back here on Wednesday, 31.50 was resistance. Didn't come back and retest it though. Didn't come back and retest it. But that's where it is now. On the dip, 31.50. Hey, Byron, thanks for the super chat. I think the anonymous donor is Charlotte. And she already said no, wasn't her. Dawson just bought some bonk. $7,000 worth of bonk. That is pretty good. Spencer, you bought most of your stash at 14.8. Yeah, I see what you would. You don't have to delete your messages. I got you, man. Chris, you've got 2,000 XRP at a 51-cent average. Nice. That was the time you could buy anything 2 years ago and you'd be up. Anything. The Bitcoin dominance today was dropping off the table. Bitcoin dominance. Here's Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin has been going sideways since July 11th. For 1 week, Bitcoin, the actual Bitcoin price has been going sideways for 1 week. It was at 117,890 here 1 week ago, Friday, July 11th. And here we are a week later, same price. But look what happened to Bitcoin dominance over that week. Boom! Bitcoin dominance has gone down 4.5%. Boom. This white line was my prediction, my Bitcoin dominance prediction, which if you zoom out shows it going kind of sideways through a lot of August. And it fell more. Again, I was not predicting XRP, ETH, and Doge to go on a big run these past few days like what happened. But I'll take it. It's all good. All good. On the 2-hour chart, that dip that we just had to 22.7 is now just this hammerhead candle. It's just one big wick, like it never happened. Retail will FOMO in. Yeah, Pat, I still hold my bonk. I did not sell it at 40 because it hit 40 in the middle of the night and I was not awake. And I did not set a limit sell order like I should have because I was thinking it hits 40, I'm going to sell it. But I still think it's going to go higher. I would tell you who the anonymous donor was, but PaxCat would get mad at me. Yes, I went over all the catalysts for Doge earlier in the stream. So look at the first 15 minutes of the stream, JS, and you'll see everything good going on with both the crypto industry and Dogecoin. First 15 minutes of the stream, I went through all of that. My strategy the last couple of days has been to buy a little bit of whatever dips the most. Today it's bonk. I have no analysis on DOT. Polkadot is just a dead chain. Nobody's using it. The price will still kind of meander up and down, but it's got nothing going for it. dumb money coming into Doge. 500 new YouTubers talking about Dogecoin. Yep. It's coming. It's coming. This is a great chair. It just needs some WD-40. Bruce was right. It's a great chair. When we hit 50 cents, I'm going to donate anonymous. Mark my words. That's okay, Ahmad. Everybody has different financial position in life. So if $200 worth is what is in your portfolio, that works for you. That's what works for you. Everybody is in a different financial position. Also, remember, cryptocurrency itself is risky. So you don't know what's going to happen with the crypto market. But congratulations for being in the market. Hey, Sean, can you explain how Doge works as far as inflationary limits? So it's 10,000 Doge every minute. But every time Doge is released, it's a smaller percentage of the overall supply. So it's called decreasing inflation, okay? Because it's a fixed number of Doge. It's not a certain percentage of Doge every minute. And that's the Dogecoin that's awarded to the miners, validating the transactions on the blockchain as a proof of work cryptocurrency, okay? So it's not the number of Doge that's decreasing. It's just the percentage of the overall supply that is decreasing. 60% or lower on Bitcoin dominance. Yeah, I think it'll go in the 50s, and that's about it this cycle. I don't think it's going to drop back in the 40s. I could be wrong. There could be a total blow-off alt season that happens, but I just think Bitcoin is too strong this cycle. Spencer, I think it's in the middle. Doesn't go back down under 20, but doesn't immediately go up to the moon. So it's just going to chop around at a higher level now, because we were doing the summer of chop down in this range. And then we were doing the summer of chop down in this range. Now we may continue up here in the low 20s. We'll see. A lot of volatility right now still, which is what makes the swing trading so hard, because you don't know if it's going to keep going up or not. That's the risk. Yeah, we saw a 25-cent Doge today. It's got to get over this red line, which is 25.4. That's our resistance line. And then, yeah, clear sailing up to 30. Rockets. I got my rocket on the screen here. Rocket. It's got a rocket over 25.4. Ben Cowan's talking another rally on Bitcoin dominance. There's an RSI on Bitcoin dominance. You know you can't trade Bitcoin dominance, right? Nico, 3,000 XRP at $1. XRP is still going to make new all-time highs, I think. Byron thinks 30-cent Doge at the end of the month. Bullish. Bullish. Byron also thinks James should maybe take 50% profits. And that's a good point, Byron, for those out there. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. If you have 3,000 XRP and you're sitting with some nice profits and you're happy with it, you don't have to sell all. You could just sell half and keep the other half in the game. So enjoy the profits with half and let the other half ride. Release the remix. I don't have a remix. I don't have a remix. Callie hasn't been back. Ramon, this is not about you. It's not about you, dude. I'm not expecting a pullback below 19. I'm new. Nope. I believe in bonk and pump too, mostly because I'm holding them. That's the psychology, right? Oh yeah, I believe them. I hope. Dawson also sitting with XLM and Pepe. When alt season really hits, I mean, it's going to be blow off for like everything. It's not going to matter what you hold. Everybody's going to win. Sure, some will go up more than others. You don't know which. Thanks for donating, Charlotte. Wasn't me. You could keep saying it. They don't believe you. Yeah, we're all Doge strong. Exactly. Yeah, Charlotte's still the #1 crown. You're welcome, Ahmad. Good luck. Hey, good luck to all of us, right? We're all in this together, investing in this crypto. You're in the game, exactly. Valpag uploaded a pic to the community. For those that don't know, if you go on the YouTube app, if you go on the app and you go to my channel on the app, you can go to visit community, and you have the KrissPax community on YouTube, and you can post stuff as long as you're subscribed. Another reason to subscribe to the KrissPax channel. And you can post pictures like Valpag did right here. He's got himself, let me flip it here. He's posted a chart. He's got a chart right there. Looks like a downward channel with a middle line, and we're hitting the bottom of that channel. That would be a little bearish, though, with the channel, because we haven't confirmed anything yet other than the lower low. You could also draw this the other way. You could draw this the other way where you're going from the lower left and it's actually a higher low, and you just disregard that little pullback to 23.5. I would only draw this if I'm feeling bearish, and I'm not. I'm not feeling bearish. It is a lower low from this morning, though. I granted that. But hey, good analysis. That's good. You guys can comment on Valpag's chart right here in the YouTube community. So check that out. Another reason to be subscribed to the KrissPax channel. Exactly. New 121. Dogecoin is where it's going to be. We're just changing levels. Jump on the ride before it's too late. Remember all those people when we were at like 16, 17 cents for Dogecoin, and they were saying, well, I'm not buying until it's 12, or I'm waiting till it drops to 10 cents. Where are those people now? Did they FOMO in and buy in the 20s? And they missed buying it on those dips at 15, 16 cents? Probably. Probably. Ramon, I've lost in the market too. Just look at workhorse stock. I was into that. Man, did I lose big on that. I made money on other stocks, but I lost in that. I mean, it's all kind of a gamble. But now, bull market in crypto, just keep doing what we're doing. And then in the fall, we'll figure out where we go. I'm bullish on the fall. I'm big time bullish on the fall. Rocket's all fueled up. Ready for the liftoff. The rocket is on the chart, guys. Rocket is on the chart. It's right there at 25.4. We need Dogecoin to come up above 25.4. And then the rocket blasts off. Doge has the largest following of all other alts. It's a great community. All good stuff. I know, just a couple weeks ago, Doge was 15 cents. Who was buying then? I'm only doubtful about the summer months, new 121. I have no doubt Doge is going to boom, but just I'm doubtful for August and September. But that's just me. Cautiously optimistic. It's just getting through the summer months. Annie must have had some good words. Yeah, Annie knows. I actually haven't talked to her today at all. Haven't talked to her at all today. Holy Rob. I held my XRP because I read it was going to go to 1,000. You can find your Doge song right here.
All eyes on Doge. Big run up to the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up to the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.69. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
And there you go. You can only hear that song here on KrissPax Live. That's it. Mainly music. Ask us all for a moment of silence for the magical magnet. It worked. Now we need that rocket to launch. Exactly. What about Doge BTC? It hit 20 today. That was my first target. It's going to go higher. But Doge has been outperforming Bitcoin. Oh, here it is, back to 20. Back to my 20 line. Now it needs to jump up to 30. And then that will fulfill my prediction from June 22nd that Dogecoin versus Bitcoin, Dogecoin would outperform Bitcoin 2-1. 2-1. Because back on that day, back here, it was at 14.6. 14.6 is where the Doge BTC trading pair was. Now we're above 20, going to 30. It gets to 30, that's when you rotate back into Bitcoin. It could still go higher. It did in 2021. If we go to the 4-hour on this, we can see it was higher back here in May. Well, it went up to 24 back in May. November, it was higher. It came up to 46. November, December. So that's the power Doge has outperforming Bitcoin. Okay, people can still make money on Bitcoin. I have nothing against Bitcoin. I'm just saying, charts don't lie. Khan, how do you help me out here? How can you be so negative? What is causing this? What is causing you to only post negative things in the chat? I don't get it. You showed me some charting. You know how to chart. You see what's going on. You probably understand 4-year cycles. So why do you just put FUD in the chat and all this negative stuff? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Nobody's listening to what you say anyway, but I'm reading it and I'm like, how do you wake up in the morning just being negative every day? That I don't get. Nico, yeah, you were back here in 2021. Didn't understand the power of Doge at the time. That was good times. You promoted me, Christoph? I didn't see. Retest at 21. This chart here on the 4-hour would speak to that, but on the smaller time frame, maybe not. Alt season officially started. I'm not there yet, Constantine. I'm not there, but certainly Bitcoin dominance is starting to show that weakness here. I think it just came down to another level, and now it's going to level off here, right around 62. That's kind of what I think is going to happen. It's not the full-blown alt season yet. Bullish all summer, Dan? I'm a believer of the 4-year cycle also now, until it isn't anymore. But right now, when was the last time Bitcoin dominance was 61? Probably just a few months ago. It's my guess. March. The May almost tipped it. We had that May dip in Bitcoin dominance there, Ryan, where it came to 61.9, pretty close. I thought it hit it, but it was just pretty close. So you have to go back to March. But this is what happened in May. Bitcoin dominance dropped from 65 to 61, and then it climbed its way back up. We could see that happen again. I'm guessing it doesn't climb up quite as much because now there's a lot more positivity about ETH and XRP, which are heavy market cap cryptos that will keep Bitcoin from going back up on Bitcoin dominance so high. But this is my prediction, is this. Should have bought more on the dip. That's what a lot of people say, right? Bonk is moving again. Nice. because I still hold bonk. I want it to come back up. Doesn't look good on the daily. But yeah, so it bounced here off 31.5. Now back up to 33. Cool. Let's go. Bonk. This was all about Bitcoin dropping down, taking out leverage longs. Not a full V recovery yet, though, for Bitcoin. XRP, I mean, they're all kind of looking the same here. It's a Friday. I know. What's Amy going to say when I finally log in again? And what took you so long? Does she understand the concept of time? I'm guessing no. I'm guessing no. Doge community, all or nothing. Yes, I saw the Coldplay video, Bruce. That was hilarious, wasn't it? That was hilarious. If they didn't react the way they did, nobody would know. It would just have been not a big deal. But because they reacted the way they did, then that got people's attention. And oh boy, that guy's in trouble. Mostly with his wife. Yeah. I'm just ignoring him. Yeah, probably. I know. If he put as much energy into actually investing and making money and being positive, he'd be a lot better off. I just don't understand trolls. I don't get it. Yep, Jared, the rocket ship. The rocket ship is on my chart. There it is. The rocket ship. Day's great, Jay. How are you? – 26 cents. Wow, Byron. You are bullish. Yeah, I'm not so sure, Ramon. Not so sure. And we looked at this guy's chart here. Here. We're not in altcoin season yet. We're midway between Bitcoin and altcoin season. We're not there yet. Bitcoin dominance has gone down. Alts have done well this week, but today, now, it's going to level out. That's my guess. We'll see over the weekend. Hey, I'll be back here Saturday. I'll be back here Sunday. We'll be here live, seeing how this thing trades. Going to be a happy man if I sell. I'll remind you of that, Kilmar. I'll remind you of that, because taking slices, right? Laddering. We're going to be talking about that again this fall. Again, I'm bullish for the fall. I'm iffy on the rest of the summer. Bullish on the fall. That's just where I am. I'll be pleasantly surprised if Doge goes to 30 cents over the summer. Not expecting it. Yeah, I'm not so bullish on August, Ramon. Good answer, Ryan. Corrections are healthy, of course. Again, flushed out a lot of leverage. Market makers want that. Exchanges want that. I don't ever look at Toshi, Nico, so I have no idea what the price is, what the token is, what it does, how it's traded. I don't really follow Toshi. Sorry, but good luck with it. All priced in. Time for a normal dole weekend. We'll see. Yep, I'm ghosting Annie. You still have a little useless? I remember calling useless when I first heard about it, but didn't buy any. The owner of the brewery wants to buy Doge. I told him to wait until 22.9. It might hit it. I mean, it did hit 22.9 here. I mean, just an hour ago, that's where it was. It may come back and revisit right below this purple line. Thank you, Matisse. We're having fun. Con, you can't say crap like that. You can't say crap like that. You get booted. I know, he's a professional. I saw that. Snoopy's over here. It's right there. Hiding. He's on the shelf right there. Here, I'll go big. Right there. Snoops. He's right there. Always with me. $2.60. You think it's going to drop? I don't. It could retest about 320. That's about as low as I think it'll go. It's 320. If there's a pullback. But it's like the whole market pulling back. And then I would see 320 right there. That's pretty solid. In fact, I will mark this just so people remember. This is what Kriss said. You said 320. Right there. All right. Mainly music. Have a good evening yourself. My neighbor's daughter is selling Girl Scout cookies. Is she a professional pastry entrepreneur? What, of course, she's an entrepreneur. Exactly. Are there any potential black swan events? I mean, Trump signing a bill and talking about crypto today was... that brought prices down a little bit. I don't see any. The tariff stuff is all priced in. There's nothing that can happen there. Trump's doing his best for peace. Doesn't look like Russia wants to engage anymore. So I know Ivan just goes on and on about Pengu. Hey, we were watching Pengu last week, though, and it was doing great. I mean, you can't deny this big run on Pengu. You can't deny it. So now that it's up here at 3 cents, it's like little dips at down at 290, 295. That's what we've seen the past couple days. Is it going to pull back bigger, back down into like this 250, 240 range? Right now, it's not looking like it. Not looking like it. Again, unless the whole crypto market has a big tank, then I could see it going down there. But it's trading really well. It has such big support, especially in Korea. The Koreans love this thing. The cute penguin, all that. I mean, Ivan talks about that, right? And he's right. He's definitely right about that. That's where I am, Oz. This is a higher price for Doge than I anticipated it would be. 23 cents. I wasn't predicting it at 23 cents. So we should be thankful that it's at 23 cents and not still at 17. But all I get is, you're so wrong. You said it's only 17 cents. And I'm like, but do you have Doge? You should be happy. You should be happy. I sold my Trump tokens, Dennis. I sold the Trump tokens. No more Trump collectibles. $10. Yeah, I sold it at like $9.70, somewhere over here. I put it into pump.fun pump token, which is down, but I'm holding. See what happens. Square is joining the S&P 500. Is that right? Oh, wow, I didn't see that. Hi, Annika. You kept watching the Genius Act live stream, like the follow-up stuff. I saw the signing of it before I came on. That's a long time to sit there. Did Trump say anything else afterwards that means anything? Right. Now you can't unsee Snoops now. Snoopy's right there. Yep. You can't unsee it. In the corner. Right there. The calm before the storm. We had a nice little run and now a little pullback. Thanks to Bitcoin. I called it on X. I said, stupid Bitcoin with these pullbacks. Just bringing everything else down. Luckily, Doge already had a nice run earlier. So when it pulled back, it was pulling back from a higher price. So still in the green on the day for Doge. And even ETH is still in the green. ETH. So yeah. Will the Asian market pump tonight? Good question. I don't have a strong feeling one way or the other on a Friday night. Yeah, nah, just a little thing. You're playing in rainbows, Ramon, right now? I love those fake rocks that are actually speakers. That's awesome. Yeah, like where is that sound coming from? That is funny. That's funny. I know. Haven't we had enough black swans? Let's just go. Megal's still hanging out at $1.50. So waiting. I'm waiting. Amir. So Amir's asking me, since I live in America, what do I think about Trump? So I'm a centrist. That means I'm like right in the middle. I'm not left like the Democrats, and I'm not right like the Republicans. I'm like right in the middle. Unfortunately, over the years, the left just went further and further left. All the handouts, letting all the immigrants in, like all of that stuff. I'm against all that. But I'm also against a lot of the Republican Party platform things as well that I don't like. Overall, I think Trump is a good president for leading the country forward at this time. I don't agree with everything that he's doing. I certainly don't like the way he is handling the entire tariff thing. I think it's a good idea, but he's just making shit up all the time, right? He sets one rule and he changes it to something else, and then he changes it again, and then he stops it, and then he starts it again. It's like, I don't like that kind of leadership. That's weak. So I'm not a fan of that. If he had just started with the tariffs, set the limits, did some negotiating, and done. This could have all been done by April. And yet here we are in July, and there's still these letters, and all the numbers are changing and all of that. That's not good. And the markets don't like the uncertainty of all that. It's dragged out. The Fed making a stance on lowering interest rates, and it's all because of the tariff thing. So I liked the idea of the tariff. I just didn't like the execution of it. So that's my take. Did I ever get all worried? I didn't, Erlorian. I knew after the FTX crash back in November 2022, like that was the bottom. And by January, February of 2023, Bitcoin was already up from 15K back over 20K. So I was like, yep, I'm good. There were some dips along the way, but overall, my portfolio just kept getting bigger and bigger. It was never negative. It was never in the red. So never got worried. When Trump spoke today, he mentioned stocks a lot. Makes you wonder his actual comprehension on crypto. Yeah, my stock buddies. I agree. I did hear that. Yeah. I don't think he understands that whole crypto part of cryptocurrencies. He sees the numbers on the returns for Bitcoin and other things as if it were a stock, but not what it actually is. Alan, the crypto market didn't go up because this does nothing for cryptocurrencies. It's stable coins. That's why. It's just stable coins. All the crypto holders know it was stable coins. This was a stable coin bill. Stable coins, 1-to-1 with what? The US dollar. This is the thing we're trying to get away from in cryptocurrencies. This is what we're trying to get away from. Stable coins tie the value of those so-called coins to the dollar. That is not a cryptocurrency, which runs on its own. I mean, that's why like Visa was there, right? Why is Visa there? Because Visa knows the future of trading of just fiat currency is dying. And stable coins, they are going heavily in on stable coins as a mode of transaction. Stable coins. And we're like, wait, what about Bitcoin and Dogecoin? And they're like, no. We're going to do stable coins. That's why. I'm not a good bear. I've been a bear off and on. You guys have seen me being a bear. Yep. I'm not a bear now. I'm not bearish. I'm not overly bullish either. Right now, I'm kind of sideways-ish. He was bashing on how media didn't believe in the bill, but they don't know about a secret weapon. Ooh, okay. Nico? Yep, I'm streaming 7 days a week now. Usually starting right around 4 o'clock East Coast time. Weekends are usually slow downwards drag, except last weekend when it went up. So doesn't always. Oh, you loaded up on Megal. You loaded up at $1.50. I'm waiting for it to drop a little more. But good luck. During the signing, I was like, hurry up and sign it. He just kept going on and on and on. Yeah, Z, we covered that. We covered that story earlier. The thumbs up company. No, didn't mention bonds. Thank you, Ahmad. I tried. Hello, Com. How are you? No. A well-diverse crypto portfolio should not include stable coins in a bull cycle. Ask me again in 2026. And then I will say, yeah, you should probably diversify some of your holdings into stable coins. That's in 2026. Not now. Not now. Right now, Bitcoin's about 30% of my portfolio. Bigger on Doge, and I've got a big holding of Bonk now. And then smaller bits of Kronos, Peak, Pump. And then there's all of these holdings in this portfolio, which is the KrissPax DCA portfolio. I have all of this, except I don't have all of that Doge. I gave a lot of that Doge away. So I've got the XRP, Jasmy, ETH, Algo, Sheeb, Litecoin. I have those. And I do have 4 ETH sitting over on PayPal still. I still have 4 ETH over there. And I don't remember how many Litecoins. But I bought those on PayPal just because I had money sitting in there. And I was like, they offer crypto. And so I just bought some. So I got 4 ETH and I don't remember how many Litecoins. 8 or so Litecoins are sitting in PayPal. That's about what I have now. Thoughts on this being the last 4-year cycle? Donnie, that's like my number one question for myself that I have. Are all of these ETFs and all these things going to turn crypto trading more towards like what stocks do? The market performance follows more the stock market and no longer the 4-year Bitcoin halving events and just crypto trading separated from stocks. I don't know. Those ETFs do tend to sell off when the stock market's going down. We do see sell-offs in those Bitcoin and ETH ETFs. So yeah. Still kind of think 2026 will be a pullback though. So maybe half a bull cycle. Or I mean half a bear market. But not a full bear. That's kind of what I'm thinking now. Just like my thesis about this being half an alt season. not a full alt season. I think that's where we are now. Market caps are bigger. It's now $3.8 trillion overall in crypto. And as that goes up, I mean, Jordan Cameron's talking about that going to $10 trillion. So that's almost a 3x in the entire crypto market cap by the end of the year. It's like, wow. Could. But we're talking like ETH to 10,000. Bitcoin to 300,000. XRP like $10. Like if all of that happens, and that could all happen, and it could just be this blow off top that happens at the end of 2025. If that indeed happens, Donnie, definitely there'll be a pullback in 26. So, but good topic and good to talk about and just have our eyes open, just watching what's going on. See you, Christian. Yeah, I'll see. Hey, it depends on who the president is. The next, yeah. Yeah, Euro. If you have a meetup, Khan might show up to debate. That's fine. I welcome debates. I just want to see, some data to back up your thoughts. If you're different than mine, like why are you really thinking that? And don't be a troll. Don't talk about people personally. Don't bring that in. That's all I ask for. Byron back with more Doge. All right. Are you a good debater, Ryan? Awesome. That could be fun. It's all good. Especially if you're drinking at the same time. It's like, yeah. You told your wife about your trade. Her response, don't forget to bring in the trash cans. That is awesome. I love that. It's like, yep. It's like, good job. Good job, honey. Now, can you go get those trash cans? Oh, that's funny. Oh, my God. I know, Nye. People they get so wrapped up in like the short-term trading and stuff. Oh, Dogecoin's dead. And it's just like, zoom out, dude. You see where we were a year ago? Might even be higher than 90% from a year ago, right? July 2024, 11 cents. Now we're over 23. We're double. We're double from where we were a year ago. So yeah. Can, whatever. Exactly. Yeah, Alan. But again, those are the cycles, right? 4 years ago. Now in 2021, from here, Doge went up to 35 cents by like August, September timeframe. 35 cents. But that was a different time. So what are we going to do now? That's what we're here to see. Awesome, Aussie. The UFO gaming tokens. Good luck. Good luck. I'm a little bearish for the first week of August. Hello. And I'll cover that in a couple weeks when I do my August price prediction video. So that's going to be the follow-on to this next deadline of tariff letters and things. I don't know what's going to happen, but history has shown the first week of August to be bearish over the past few years. So good night, RR. Yeah, I'm going to call it a stream here. Well, look, we're 23.3. We're just like, we're right in this zone. We had a nice run up to 25.4 this morning. So that is now our resistance line. We still have to hold 24 cents again. We got to reclaim that. So that is going to be what we're going to talk about tomorrow. So join in on Saturday live stream. Usually pretty chill, but this is a Friday one too. So I hope everyone has a great weekend, but I will be here Saturday and Sunday. Come on and check in, see how things are going, even just for a few minutes. Come in and say hi. And I hope everyone has a great evening or day, depending on where you are. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.